This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Jade Empire. In the last episode, we decided to go to the battle arena because we felt the call of bloodlust, fighting, death, and slave trades, apparently. Yeah, there was a slave trader inside this place, so we took care of them, but we're deciding... Well, what are we deciding today? We still gotta ask a couple of questions, but if it isn't obvious, you know what I'm gonna choose, but anyway. Who is Chandler Ling, really?
Chandler Ling is a respected merchant, just as he would tell you himself. Of course, he's also a facilitator for the guild. Chandler Ling is very good at arranging things, and has a special gift for the seamless and virtually undetectable trade of sensitive cargo. He's not a bad man, really. He's just a very good businessman who knows a deal when he sees one. He is very well paid for what he does.
It's not a good idea when a person tells you he's not a bad man, when a bad man tells you he's a bad man. So, let's see. What are the slave traders doing exactly?
It's quite simple, really. They abduct people, usually...
Oh, did I ask this one already?
Most of the slaves...
Okay. I don't know why I asked that again. I just recorded this, and my mind blanked out. Man, what's wrong with me? This has gone too far. I must end now. Alright, but how do I implicate Song Tao?
Good to see you're as reasonable as you are skilled at fighting. As to Song Tao, I've already taken care of it. I have documents that confirm the existence of the slave traders and our actions. I've made sure that Song Tao's signature appears regularly throughout. Of course, the information is accurate, if somewhat out of date. With these documents, the prefect will have no choice but to convict the scholar and free Ling.
Well, it's a win-win situation. I get my money and some rare goods, and you get slaves. Well, you gotta make some. You can't make eggs without breaking a few shells, or however the wording goes. Give me the documents. I'll get Ling freed. I've changed my mind. I think I'd rather just turn you in. I like how the game gives you a couple more opportunities to switch your mind if you really want to, but give me the documents. I'll get Ling free.
Go now. Give the prefect these documents. I'll clean up here. Ling will see to your payment. Go, and remember, do not tell anyone what you know.
Well, unless I decide to. But anyway, yeah, we get closed fist points for decide to go with the slave traders. Surprise, surprise.
Go and give the documents to Prefect Jitong. He will reward you.
Anything else in here? Because we basically just went down to the basement of the arena is where we were teleported to. So, just seeing if there's anything else here. Nope, doesn't look like it. All right, back up to the top. Oh yeah, I forgot to check the journal on that. Slave traders, you've sided with Sao Zhang, or however you pronounce it. You must take the false evidence to Prefect Shitong and get Chandler Ling released. Take false evidence to Prefect. Take Sao Zhang's false evidence to the Prefect in the Merchant Square in the Marchand District and get Chandler Ling free, or released. Alright, what is the cost of my soul but a few silver? Or what was it for Judas? 2 silver? Or no, it was a bag of silver, wasn't it? Or no, wasn't it a specific counted piece or something like that? Like 37 silver or something like that to give up Jesus of Nazareth or something like that, at least in the story. In some series, the 37 pieces of silver that Judas took are cursed in some tabletop adventure games as well as others, which I thought was kind of a neat little thing. Although the one story that comes to mind is the Dresden series. That's one of the big bads are those guys, the people who've been have the silver pieces, which I guess in that world are demons or fallen angels that have let's see. Whoops. I wasn't ready to talk to you, but okay. He's like, what are you doing in our basement?
Intolerable. One more mistake, Queen, and I'll have you retired. Finding someone else is your problem. But enough. Find a solution and leave me alone.
Doyle? I mean, Brian Doyle Murray? Whoa. Seems like an angry man.
This is not an approbate time to... Wait a moment. You have the look of a fighter about you. Those hands, that stance, even your eyes. I'd know that look anywhere. You must be here to join the most glorious contest in the Empire. Isn't it fortunate that Lucky Joe and I were just discussing how this place needs an infusion of new blood?
This place can chew you up and spit you out. Or so I'm told. The drinks are the best of the Empire, though.
Come with me a moment and we'll engagitate in some dissertation about the best decision you'll ever make. This is turning out to be an excellent day, most ostentatious indeed.
Ostentatious? That ain't even a real word. Did you grab a thesaurus and just started throwing out words but don't actually read the actual meaning of the word you're saying? Did you just butcher the linguist on purpose or out of stupidity?
I apologize if I'm using words beyond your grasp. Very few people can match either the supply or the command of my language.
That's your thing, huh? All right. Of course, silly of me to bring it up. What were you saying? I'll just mark you down as an idiot. Carry on. Seriously, using the wrong words, it makes you sound like a fool. How would I want to do this? Yeah, seriously, using the wrong words, it makes you sound like a fool.
Don't get frustrated. Everything I say is perfectly cromulent, and it might do you well to embiggen your vocabulary before you fling accretions by discretion. Strong build, good shoulders, not half bad looking either. You've got what it takes to make it in today's arena.
You know, I almost had an idea before meeting this guy that I would pop up the actual meanings of the words he's saying on screen, but I'm too lazy. Just type in the names into Google or in your phone and boom, you'll get your answer. You sizing me up? Dude, I'm not a piece of meat. I am a man, a human being. You size me up like a market day livestock.
The question is, can you fight? Are you worthy of the arena? I say the answer is a clarion and resounding yes. I may not have heard your name before, but you walk like one who has seen many battles. You are indeed mysterious, stranger. What say we get you signed up for the greatest attraction in all the Empire? The arena awaits.
I was about to say something about how the gladiatorial arena or whatever is an attraction. I was like, well, that's not right. And I'm like, well, actually, back in Roman times, people would see it as an attraction, people killing each other, because, you know, for those who lived in Rome, probably the rich couldn't do things with themselves, so they just say, hey, well, let's watch people kill each other for fun. I want to join the arena, but before I agree to anything, I need to know the rules of the arena. If I join the arena, who or what will I face? Are these fights deadly? I'm not interested in the arena. I should talk to someone else. Are these fights deadly?
Do you have any idea how much paperwork I have to do when a contestant in the Empire's finest tournament dies? Wards and spells have protected fighters in this place since its construction. It's been easily 20 years since they failed.
Ah, magic, so people don't get brutally murdered. Gotcha. We don't have to really explain it, just that it's there. What happened 20 years ago?
It was a dark day. My predecessor lost several good men when the spells failed during an event he'd ironically dubbed the Feast of the Ogres.
Ooh, that sounds bad. What if someone specifically tries to dispel the protections?
I'm no sorcerer, but I suppose it could happen. Still, any magically inclined person would notice something like that. Even if someone removed them, the protections would reweave themselves automatically in time. They've done so before.
That's some pretty powerful magic. Now, like all things, everything, all the fancy stuff in this world is before time or made by a person that no longer lives, and we probably can't even recreate it. Oh well. If I joined the arena, who or what would I face?
You will face the flashing blade of Crimson Kana, the stern resolve of Iron Soldier, and the, troublesome triumvirate of the Sung Brothers. If you defeat these veterans, you will face the Ravager, our newest champion, who tore his way through the divisions to replace the now-retired Raging Ox. Go ask them yourselves if you want to know more. Hapless Hans faced more than a few of them, too, if you want his perspications.
Perspicacity? Well, I mean, you're trying to make that a thing. I need to find... before I agree to anything, I need to know the rules of this tournament.
Here you fight for silver. Glory is yours for the taking if you value it. The rewards start small, but in the gold division, you could easily retire on your winnings. In fact, our last champion, Raging Ox, did just that. Suddenly up and left to enjoy his winnings, clearing the way for the Ravager to take his place. You'll start low and advance on my say-so, but I can already tell you're going to expel in this place. You'll not languish in the qualifiers for long.
Expel? Are you gonna kick me out of here? Oh, right, you don't know what you're talking about. If I join this arena, no, okay. Yeah, I'm not interested in the arena. You should talk to someone else.
Truly, this is a loss for all involved. The offer stands as surely as the wall itself when your senses restore to their proper balance.
Don't worry, we're gonna join it like we weren't going to. I just wanted to talk to more people before we did such a thing. Because I think we were here before we talked to that one guy and got kicked out here, so. Alright, let's talk to some more dudes.
My question is, what am I supposed to do if one of the fighters goes berserk?
Run.
I follow all the fighters' careers.
You sound like a football fan. Gross.
Whoa, back up a bit there. Judge Fang doesn't like people blocking his view of the arena. Yeah, you might make him miss out on seeing someone get their nose broken or their leg or even their skull. He was just saying that there hasn't been a good skull fracture for at least a week. It's put him in a foul mood.
Skull fractures? That gets you off? Well, I guess everyone has their own fetish, right? I'm a fan of dresses myself. Yeah, I'm a fan of Chinese dresses myself. Does that work? Sounds like one sick, twisted man. Okay, sweet to Judge Fang? I'll be going now. Sounds like one sick, twisted man.
I wouldn't call him sick and twisted. That's an insult to sick and twisted people everywhere. Fang's on a whole other level. I never used to believe the stories, but now that I'm working for him, I can honestly say he's the most degenerate and perverted man in the whole Empire. But he pays well, very well. Enough so that we pretend not to see what's going on, though I still feel bad for Breezes sometimes.
Who's Breezes? Oh, exactly. Who is Breezes?
Gentle Breezes. She's Fang's, concubine. She's over in the next room with the common folk. Fang doesn't like to be seen with her in public. He, doesn't mind her getting up close and personal when they're in private, though. The things she does for him.
Like, does it have to deal with whips and leather, perhaps? Or are we talking in extreme territory? Not that I would know what's extreme in that world. I can only think of the things like basketball. That's what they do behind closed doors. Yeah. Can you speak to Judge Fang?
Not without an appointment, and his schedule's full for the next month. All the ministers are coming in from the outlying towns to make their reports. If he's not meeting with a minister, he's relaxing here, hoping to see somebody beaten to a quivering pulp in the ring, or maybe torn apart by one of the animals. Yeah, that or he's taking a break with Breezes. Poor girl. No amount of silver is worth what she does for him.
Well, couldn't she charge more because of what? I don't know. I've never hired a dominatrix or anyone who willing to go that far, you know. So, and no, I've never actually have it. Don't Anyway, let me speak to Fang, and I'll make it worth your while.
Forget it. I won't go into details about what Fang did to the last guard he caught taking bribes, but restraints, starving dogs, and gravy on certain parts of the body were involved. Fang watched the whole thing, laughing all the while, and when it was done, he went upstairs with Breezes for a little relaxation. Poor girl.
Even my character's like, damn, that's sick.
Good idea. Come back next month. Fang might be taking appointments by then.
Can we even talk to him anyway? Oh, no, that's just a spectator. Is Fang behind them in that, like, middle part there? Oh, you can see a dude over there. Okay. How about you? Do you have anything to say?
Surely someone around here will front me a few silvers just to break this cold streak.
Yeah, not gonna do that, buddy. Not gonna. Oh, there's the concubine who's willing to do this guy some special favors. You better get paid a lot, honey. Otherwise, I would go somewhere else.
Sorry, big boy. I'm not open for business. Judge Fang's got me on his payroll, and he doesn't like me taking customers on the side. Unless you're into something twisted, then he might want to watch. Fang's always looking for some new perversion to make his little soldier stand at attention.
I wonder how many perversions he's tried before. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Did you just call me Big Boy? You sound like, oh, who's that famous old actress? You know, she's not around anymore, but she used to come up and see me sometime, Big Boy. God, I can't remember her name now. Unfortunately, that's before my time, yet I'm aware of her, but if I remember correctly, she was actually quite attractive. Anyway, who are you? Who's Judge Fang? I want to ask some questions. Who are you?
My name is Gentle Breezes, but everyone just calls me Breezes now. I guess you lose your gentle side when you spend too many nights with Judge Fang. Fang's my benefactor, if you know what I mean. I do all the things that make him happy. Filthy, nasty things. But at least that sick bastard pays well.
Like playing Go Fish? Ugh. You don't like Fang much, do you?
I hate him. He's a vile, repulsive deviant. He likes to hurt. When things are bad, a man like that leaves scars, emotional and physical. Look, I've been around. I know people do strange and disturbing things behind locked doors. But nothing like this. There's no act too brutal or shameful for Judge Fang. He's into all sorts of things, and he's no stranger to pain. I know that all too well.
Ooh. You know, I'm one of those people that whatever kink you're into, it's okay as long as you're not hurting someone else. But in this case, all his kinks deal with people getting hurt or some poor person getting hurt like herself. I mean, I guess in this case it's kind of consensual because she's taking the money, but still, a bit over the top if you say so myself. Why do you work for him?
I've thought about quitting. Every night. But I heard what happened to the last girl who tried to leave Fang. He's not the kind of man you just walk away from. He sees me as a possession. His possession. He's not just going to let me go. He's got the wealth and power to find me wherever I run. I'm stuck with Judge Fang until he's tired of me. I've come to accept that. It's a hard, grim fact. But at least he pays well.
Well, have you tried murder? Cold, calculating murder? You know, you don't want to do that? I mean, I told the other slave girl that to get out of the way to murder her slaver, and she kind of took it like a duck to water. You can too. Now, tell me more about Judge Fang.
Fang's head of the Ministry of Harmony, so he controls taxes and executions across the Empire. That makes him a very rich and powerful man. Even the Lotus Assassins are wary of Judge Fang. Probably because they know he's just as vile and corrupt as they are. All the rumors about him are true. He's the most infamous degenerate in the Imperial City. And I work for him.
Even the rumors about him and the chicken? Oh boy. We like to call him on the side chicken lover. I want to ask you something else.
Go ahead. It's not like I'm going to tell you anything that isn't common knowledge.
Who are you? I guess that's it, right? See, there's the tell me more about Judge Fang and who is Judge Fang. Let's see if we get the same
Judge
one.
Fang.
Okay, we get that.
He doesn't seem...
Wait. I think that was different, actually.
Good.
Hold on.
I'm not really in the mood for company. Judge Fang wanted me to try something special last night, and I still haven't quite recovered yet.
You know, some of the sickest things you can think of are worse than what they'd actually write in the game, because you know what they say, the brain comes up with worse things.
Judge Fang's the head of the Ministry of Harmony. He's sitting in the next room with his... The blood and the beatings in the ring get his fever burning for later. Sometimes that bastard takes it out on me. Other times he makes me take it out on him. He doesn't seem to care either way. There are few things more twisted than Judge Fang's idea of a fun night.
Still better love story than 50 Shades of Grey.
Good. Let me rest. I've got a feeling I'm in for a long night tonight.
Yeah, funny. Wouldn't 50 Shades of Grey have been a better book when it was actually about BDSM and actual, you know, twisted stuff instead of this, oh, spank me, oh no. Anyway, sorry. I've never actually read the book fully. I've only read like the first part of it, and God, is it a horrible read. It's just poorly written, that's all. Alright, let's start talking to all these people here. Dr. Ann, I presume.
How very interesting to meet you. Fate may have robbed me of my sight at a young age, but I can still sense the energy within your meridians. Impressive, and yet somewhat strange.
Have you been talking to Promoter Kui when you get your dialogue from Meridians? And you're blind. How are you going to heal me? I don't want you 50 feet next to me, lady. Not with blind eyes, unless you got some magic. You have magic, don't you? What's strange about my energy? What are you babbling about? Must be a local Sarah. You must be the local Sarah of miraculous cures.
Miraculous? There are no miracles in acupuncture. It is a science, tested and refined for thousands of years. Bah, miracles are for the heavens. Allow me a formal introduction. I am Dr. An, acupuncturist. I do not recognize your voice, but within it I can hear the energy of one trained for combat. Perhaps you should talk to Kui the promoter. He often seeks new warriors to do battle in these ancient halls.
You say you're a doctor, but you're a doctor of acupuncture? Yeah, I don't even think the modern world believes acupuncture is the thing, and I'm not sure if I quite believe it myself. I mean, people do it, but does it actually do anything? I don't know, I haven't read the research, but I'm skeptical. Tell me about, let's see. Can you answer some questions about the arena?
I'm afraid I can't help you. I know all the fighters, but I'm not at liberty to discuss them. I'm certain you understand the ethics at stake. My knowledge of their strengths and weaknesses would be a weapon in the wrong hands.
Well, I'm not the wrong hands. Don't worry. And I just put my fingers, cross my fingers behind my back, and Black Whirlwind's like, oh, he's got his fingers crossed. I knew you were going to do that. Tell me more about what you do here.
Acupuncture is the process of healing the body through the release of its own energies. There are other applications, such as an understanding of the pressure points of the body as well. I release these healing energies through the very precise insertion of needles into the skin. It truly is an art. Acupuncture is also most ancient science, studied as long as the Empire has stood. Those studies benefit the warriors in this place most directly.
Yeah, you could acupuncture, or you could just learn the fist and the North Star. You can basically do the same thing with that. And it looks cooler, too. And you get to say, da 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 da. How can you perform acupuncture when you're blind as a bat?
How can you fight in the dark? We learn these things through study and discipline. The nerves of the hand are incredibly sensitive. The eyes can be fooled by something as insubstantial as light. I would not say that losing my sight at a young age was a gift, but I have not let it become a burden either.
Well, we'll see about that, but I don't fight in the dark, lady, so I don't know what you're talking about. That analogy doesn't work here. Anyway, how these treatments works?
My techniques for releasing your untapped inner energies are newer and slightly more radical, but even they benefit from a century of research and years of practice.
Radical? Totally tubular? Tell me more.
Put simply, your body possesses incredible energies, some of which can fall out of balance, putting the body at risk of disease. Acupuncture releases blockages in your body's meridians, natural pathways for this energy, allowing your body to restore its balance.
Wow, the way she talks, she's either a hippie or a snake oil salesman. How does this allow you to make people stronger? Sounds like a bunch of nonsense to me.
I do not care if you consider the methodology accurate. I know the results I can produce. The new schools have found ways to optimize the body's energy pathways to make you stronger than you would be normally. You would have to practically abandon your pursuit of martial prowess to understand them more fully, but you have other skills to hone.
Yeah, keep trying to talk about how your profession's much more effective. I'll stick to martial arts, and it's not like she said I shouldn't stick to martial arts. Just anyway. And, what benefits could I receive from your skills?
My needles, used properly, can enhance your strength, restore your inner vitality, and unlock energies you barely knew your body held. The only thing I have found I am unable to affect with my needles is your inner magic. It seems even acupuncture has its limits.
What good are you? And then I punch her in the throat. No. Oh, that was dark. Just saying how these treatments work. I already asked that right.
My techniques for...
Yeah, okay. Can we talk about something else?
Of course. Only through the broadening of our conversations can we broaden our minds.
By conversation, you mean face to face, right? Show me what you have to sell.
Of course. Have a look.
All right, she's a shop salesman who sells actually quite a few abilities. As you can see there, she sells a couple of gems, but really the only one I usually tend to buy from this, if I have the money, is cleansed body and mind because it gives pure bonus as opposed to everything else. But that's up to you if you want to. It's not required. It's not anything super that you have to have. But anyway, let's read the descriptions and then I'll decide if I want to buy this now or later. Once the body has been purified in the correct manner, with all the forces and pressures of the body in proper balance, one will find one's strength greatly increased and more able to resist the hardships of life, and the mind clear, more ready to adapt. Ergus body. The body is a harbor for many poisons and toxins that accumulate within. Without the proper steps to release these poisons, the body can become slow and sluggish. By clearing these and allowing the blood to flow more freely, a person can become much more vigorous. This new rush of health has a slight disrupting effect on that person's ki. Clear mind. A clear mind can see truly where a clouded one cannot. Removing the imbalances of the body that distract the mind can greatly increase one's clarity and focus. The new thoughtfulness will make an individual seem slightly distracted to those who do not understand. Porcelain skin. A clear complexion is the hallmark of a healthy, attractive individual. By the correct balancing the forces within one's body, one can improve one's outward appearance. Such vanity does truly enlighten no favors. Yeah, I'll see it when I believe it. Okay. Apple Sun, there's Iron Soldier. Yeah, we just have to beat him, which I think he's the second round of people. Pretty Lily, Crimson Kana, and then the promoter, Sung Bu. Oh, there's the Sung Brothers. Well, I guess we go down the line and talk to everyone we'll be going against. We haven't agreed to it yet, but you know we're going to do it. Hapless Han, you kind of remind me of Deadeye Duncan. You're Deadeye Duncan, aren't you, pretty much, in this game?
Hello there. I'm Han. Though fans and, well, everyone else call me Hapless Han. It's not such a bad thing. Fighting in the lower divisions means I never run afoul of the Ravager. Our current champion has nearly killed his last two opponents. See, I look on the bright side of things. Even if my losses make people call me hapless, are numbers really that important? In my mind, it's trying your best that counts. You know, looking at you, I'd say you could hold your own in the arena. Are you thinking of signing up, or was there something else you need?
Wow. You are ever the optimist. You're so bad at this, though. You have a permanent black eye, almost, or swollen eye, or whatever. I'm going to join the arena. Can I ask a few questions? How can I join the arena?
You need to talk to Kui, the promoter. He'll start you out. It'll be great to have someone new around the place.
some new meat that you don't be the one that always gets beat on. What can you tell me about the arena?
You're new to this arena, aren't you? I'm happy to help you out. Do you want to know how to sign up, or are you just curious about the events?
How are the matches set up?
Every warrior here starts out in the qualifying round, where they face a lot of the hopefuls. If you're doing well, you'll end up facing me. After that, there are the bronze, silver, and gold divisions, each of which has its own champion and unique trials. I'm sure Kui the promoter can outline those for you.
Sounds like they've got a lot of things to go through to get to the top. I love it. How do I join?
You need to talk to Kui. He will handle all the paperwork and give you some good advice on getting started.
Pui Pui? From Dragon Ball? No. Let me go back to my other questions.
Sounds good to me.
How well do you know the Imperial City?
I'm sure you can find your way around, but I've been here all my life. I can tell you about the scholars, the common folk, and even a bit about the Emperor himself.
You know about the Emperor? Let me hear such a tale.
Emperor's son is a savior to the Empire. He created a never-ending supply of water for us. It's just too bad his daughter isn't a bit more respectful of tradition. Then again, her father has changed the way things are done, so I suppose that's to be expected.
I wonder if Silk Fox would have said anything if she was here. Maybe. What kind of changes has the Emperor made?
He sealed himself away in the palace. When in the time of the drought, he was a leader and an inspiration. It's a shame that he's become so private. At his last appearance, he seemed so full of life. It was like he hadn't aged a day in 20 years. Perhaps trying to curtail his daughter keeps him young.
He probably found internet porn or something like that. I mean, he probably meditated. How is the princess disrespectful of tradition?
Princess Leon is a willful child, they say. Don't take that to mean I know her personally, but everyone says she's willful. To be fair, that could be good in a ruler. Still, you have to respect tradition. I'm not exactly sure what she's done that's so bad, but I know it set the nobles aflame with gossip.
Gossip, huh? Gossip is back in the times of when Judaism was a more prominent, well, I guess it's still a prominent religion, but back in the the olden times, like gossip was actually a crime to gossip without the truth because you could ruin a person's career with the false information. We should bring something like that back. Mazel tov. Traditions should change if they are no longer relevant.
I agree, and I would never question the Emperor. He is a visionary leader. It's just that before, we could see where he was leading. Still, I see what you're saying. Look at the endless flow of water he brought to the Empire. It's new, and he changed the face of the palace to pour the water forth to the lands. The first change to the palace since the time of Sagacious Chen, in fact. That's a good reason to break with tradition, and one we all understood. Hiding himself away, however, that's something no one understands, and that isn't right.
He's not running the Empire with a kindly or with a guiding hand anymore, huh? Let's go back to my other questions.
All right.
What's the impression of the scholars? Let's hear about the commoners. Something else. That's all I need from you. Man, this guy talks forever. Well, I'm going to take a break from him.
Right you are. Take care.
And it looks like there's a lot of people to talk to prepare for the tournament. Will we actually get to the tournament? Or will we spend the next episode just talking to a lot of people? Find out next time in the next episode of Jade Empire. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.